And welcome back. Well, earlier in the show, we heard from Common Ground volunteer Leslie Boswell on why grain bins are an important tool for producers around the state. And now we are getting a recipe from her. In this segment, we're learning how to make a hearty cheeseburger potato soup.
Well, we've seen a lot of cold weather lately, and that's always been perfect for soups. Now it's starting to warm up, but any time is good for soup. Joining me now with more is Leslie Boswell with Common Ground. And Leslie, you have a recipe.
I do. This is for a cheeseburger potato soup. And it's very easy and it's fairly quick. So it's not something that has to simmer all day long. You can make this up after you get home from work and have it for supper pretty easy. The only thing that you really have to prepare on this is it has a pound of bacon in it that you need to fry and crumble, and it takes a pound of hamburger that you need to fry and drain. Other than that, everything is pretty much just dump and go. So what I've got here is a big pot. I'm going to take a 2-pound bag of hash browns, and I'm using the southern style that are cut into cubes. And this pan is hot. I've got 6 cups of chicken stock. I've got 8 ounces of cream cheese. I've got 1 pound of Velveeta, and I cubed it up just to make it melt a little bit quicker. I've got the 1 pound of bacon and 1 pound of hamburger, and that's it. And just let it simmer, and while it's doing that, it'll thaw out and maybe cook the potatoes just a little bit more. It'll melt that cheese. It will thicken up quite a bit. Now, the first time I made this, I used 2 pounds of Velveeta, 1 whole box, and 4 cups of the chicken broth, and I didn't think that worked as well. But this is going to thicken up and turn into a cheesy hamburger bacon soup. I've also made it with 2 pounds of bacon. That worked out pretty well too. But that's all a matter of taste. And it comes out to be this creamy potato soup with the hamburger and the bacon in it. Doesn't need any other spices in it. The cheese gives it plenty of salt. You can put onion in it if you want to, but you don't have to. But this is really good. And then if you put some in the fridge and you want to thin it out for later, when you reheat it, just put a little bit more stock in it. I've even used beef stock. I do like this soup.
All right. Thank you, Leslie, for sharing that with us today.